Gotta dance it out, bro. Woo! All right, this music's over. What's up, everybody? It's my birthday. We got El Ricky. You said you're gonna put your thing was El Ricky.
No, that's your thing, bro. I was just
Ricky Rod.
A new theme. Psych Pro is like, what the hell is this, bro?
Yeah, buy some music, bro. That's good.
Buy some music. And then Ricky's got a fucking Mexico hat on, bro. And then Adrian's got the Mexican jersey, bro. Do you guys color coordinate?
Yeah, where's your heritage, man?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Hey, what is that Aztec hair?
Cry me a river. Jeremy, bro. What's up, Jeremy?
Oh, shit. Jeremy's here. Let me look at the comments, bro. Oh, shit. He is here in the house. Ryan, it's your birthday today.
You're
How old
supposed
are
to be
you
at Taco
today?
Bell. Oh, see, Bill Nance remembers. Today is a great day. 33 years ago at 8 a.m., your boy, Bryan, was born.
You're a morning baby?
I was a morning baby, bro.
Where's that horn at, bro?
But yeah, I'm a morning baby. It's the day of my birthday. I'm only gonna be here for a little bit because I'm packing. I'm on my way to Disneyland tomorrow, bright and early, 5 in the morning. Oogie Boogie Bash is not ready for me. I'm gonna post a lot of pictures of me eating food on our Facebook page because I know our Triggered Wrestling fans want to see me eating food from Disneyland, bro. Because I know you guys follow us for foodie and Disneyland shit.
Are you gonna post Bryan on vacation?
I'm about to make a big post that says Bryan Garcia is on vacation. I just doxed myself, bro. I said my name. There's a bunch of stuff there, though. Funny thing is that I used to work with a guy named Bryan Garcia, same name as me, at an old chicken place called KFC back in the day. Ooh. But that is here nor there. I'm excited because we saw AEW Dynamite. We saw. What did we see? What did we see, Adrian?
We saw AEW All In, and we saw the Go Home show for Bash at Berlin, Monday Night Raw, bro. That I have a lot to say about that show because it was a great show, and I don't really say that about WWE shows. This one was phenomenal. It was great. It got the job done. It told out the stories. It's gonna be a good day today. It's gonna be a good day. Triggerless episode today.
Triggerless episode, and of course we got our boy Ricky in the house. He's down below. He's gonna be Bryan for today in a little bit, but our good friend Ricky, he's a overall fan of Lucha Libre. That's pretty much what you like, right? AEW.
Pretty much. I like AEW, but I've always been a WWE guy too. So I'm the unbiased person here.
Okay. And growing up, what type of style of wrestling did you watch? Did you enjoy watching?
I like stories right off the get-go. When I first started watching, I had an older sibling. He put me on. I was maybe about 6 years old the first time I watched wrestling and could comprehend it, you know. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw wrestling was Rikishi giving X-Pac the stink face.
Oh,
yeah, that's like one of my very core memories of wrestling.
bro. My core memory of wrestling was watching Bret, the best wrestler there ever was, bro. Bret the Hitman Hart locking up Mr. Perfect at SummerSlam 92. I was a baby, but I saw that in reruns. That's what I remember. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm putting stars on everything. Hold on a second. What am I doing? What am I doing? What's up, Randy? Alex in the house. Psych, James. Oh man. So I'm gonna do a quick rundown here, guys. Daniel Bryan isn't fucking leaving. Jungle Boy is the first challenger. I'm excited.
Ooh,
Ricky, what do you think about that?
they're feeding him. I
I
mean, he's
feed
a
me
TNT
more.
champ, man.
Feed me
He's got to
more.
drop that title to make it more believable. But you know, they're feeding him. They're feeding him. He's gonna be his first L since he came up, because he did come up.
He
He
did.
was ever since that CM Punk thing happened. You know, that kind of gave him a little bit more of a push because people were like, "Yeah, fuck CM Punk."
That is true. That is true. And,
Wait, can I cuss? I didn't even ask.
Yeah, you can cuss. I mean, don't be calling people F and B's and doing everything all the
Well,
time.
no,
bro.
yeah. But I got a sailor's mouth, so some words will slip out here and there. So I apologize in advance.
we got Corpus
Christy, Texas.
Corpus Christi, Texas in the house with Kaylin Adams. Brian,
Oh yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay.
No. Go for it. Go.
I was like, did you see her post? 695 over or under for AEW Dynamite. I said 720.
It's over 700 for sure because Ricochet. People want to see his debut match, and let me say that match was the most WWE match I have ever seen on AEW television. I'm not saying it's a bad match. It was just Ricochet didn't go over the top, showing everything he could do as he shouldn't. I think it was a good show. It was a good match.
You guys catch that run out the outside the ring and he chopped at the camera?
Maybe I missed that.
He jumped out when he landed on Fletcher. He landed on his back and he just chopped at the camera.
Oh,
I probably missed it. I was getting ready for the pod. Probably missed that. I need to rewatch the last match.
it was a good match. It was a good match. Alex saying, "Bro, that was good. It was just a good match. It was a good match. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, go ahead. Go ahead.
And it leaves the fans wanting more, like you were saying, Brian. They didn't. Ricochet didn't pull out his wad of moves. It keeps you wanting more, and I actually liked the debut. They had a little video package earlier on the show, exactly how a new talent should be welcomed into the company. I mean, it only took Tony Khan 3+ years to figure that out. I mean, good for him.
I think he's a good fit, to be honest. I mean, he's coming from WWE, which is, top tier. Let's be real. It is the top tier show. Everybody that wants to be somebody goes there because it's worldwide and it's been the top. The top. I mean, you can't argue with that. It's been in the business for decades for a reason, and it took over worldwide for a reason. But yes. Ricochet has been an indie darling his whole career, and he's bringing things up. He's going to bring things up for AEW for sure.
Just like James Murr said, Ricochet showing that Prince Puma moves. Like, I mean, that's where Prince Puma came about. Conan put him on the map and said, "Oh, I found some kid from Boyle Heights." Brian, didn't Drago told us they had the first main event match at Lucha Underground? The first ever episode?
Yes, him and Drago.
Yep.
That's probably one
amazing
of the most
wrestler.
That's one of the most underrated shows ever. I found Lucha Underground by accident, man, and I was so happy I found it. I
found it because of this guy too. One second, I still can't get this right. Yeah, I got it this time. This guy, he's the one that told me about Lucha Underground. But then also when they announced they signed Johnny TV, Johnny Mundo. Of course, I had to watch it, bro. I'm a Johnny TV mark.
Oh man, I was ecstatic when I found out Rey Mysterio was going to be on there.
Yes, bro.
Go ahead, Adrian. Go ahead.
He debuted at what's that Royal Rumble type of match Lucha Underground used to have? I keep forgetting the name. I know you know what
I just know the Gift of the Gods match. That's the one I remember.
The Gift of the Gods match is one of that I remember as well.
I mean, Lucha Underground's been what, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was like 2013, 2012.
Yeah, Logan James. I wouldn't be surprised if Samantha comes to AEW.
Who?
I would.
Nah, she wouldn't leave, man. She's becoming a fan favorite.
For sure.
It'd be kind of bad for her to leave.
And it's not like the announcers get put over in AEW. I feel like this is a good spot, like, because I don't think she doesn't want to be an announcer. I think that would allow her to go to bigger, better things. But let's talk about Jon Moxley, because I'm only here for a limited amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Moxley comes out, he interview. We haven't seen this guy in 2 months since Forbidden Door.
Yep.
He calls out Darby Allin, and I feel like this is going to be such a good match that these two eventually have, because they both fight that like hardcore, like dirty style.
Yep.
I'm excited about that because I feel like these two can do it very well and differently. But then he says something interesting. He says, "This is not your company anymore." And then the camera pans to the one standing fan that's wearing a weird cowboy hat and a CM Punk shirt. Is that like a reference to CM Punk? I can't help to connect the dots, because I was like, why are they showing this random Asian dude with a fucking cowboy hat and a CM Punk shirt? He's the only guy standing up.
Was he a fill-in? I hope he wasn't a fill-in.
Bro, if he was a fill-in, I want those seats, bro.
Hey, that'd be a good seat for a fill-in, I'll tell you that.
I want those seats, bro. Who is your connect, bro? I want those seats, bro.
Yeah, bro. That was Jimmy Wang Yang for sure, bro.
I was thinking the same.
Hey, don't disrespect Jimmy Wang Yang, man. That guy was severely underrated. His moveset was crazy.
He was?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He was a good wrestler back in the time. I want to say he's from Corpus Christi, Texas, though.
That I don't know off the top of my head.
I wouldn't know.
Cameraman with the dub.
Cameraman with the dub, man. I was just like, it like mind fucked me. I was just like, hold on a second, was that a CM Punk reference? Because they're like, this ain't your company anymore, CM Punk. And then they're like, I'm sure most people are gonna be talking about it because everybody saw that shit.
Yeah.
I actually think it's gonna be a reference.
Moxley.
Stone Cold Moxley, bro.
Stone Cold
He's got
Moxley.
that little earring too.
Yeah.
He's looking very plumberish.
If he comes out with Jorts and a vest, it's over.
Oh yeah. But I think this is actually a reference to Shane McMahon joining the company.
Dollar.
What do you guys think?
Think they'll do an invasion angle? They have enough WWE talent to do it.
That's facts. That is facts. You also have a lot of people in the backstage who are quote unquote veterans and are also not being listened to. I mean, come on. You have like Moxley, Danielson. I know Danielson is doing his Fair World Tour, so he's just wrestling matches. But you have people like Christian Cage. No, not Christian Cage. Yeah, Christian Cage. I was thinking of Brian Cage. He's a legend in the game. He should be like a locker room leader, in my opinion. He should be telling these people how to wrestle. Same with Daddy Ass and Moxley. He's been around in AEW for a while, and he's been seeing all that shenanigans happening backstage. And it's about time we get somebody like Shane O'Mac, probably, that has a name in the wrestling business and probably put some sense into these kids, man.
Well, you gotta think
he ain't no shy away from the ring either. That guy did some in-ring work that a lot of people can't duplicate.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. This is true. I do want to say, because he did later come out with, I didn't know who it was. I was like, is that the chick from TNA, the Filipino chick?
Xia Li?
No, Shaw. I forget her first name. I thought it was like Giselle Shaw. I thought it was Giselle Shaw. And then ended up, they said it was Marina Shafir. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, so now she's teaming with Marina Shafir. This is like a weird invasion. It doesn't seem like he's in Blackpool Combat Club anymore. And if he is, why are they wearing weird camo, like kind of like cargo pants? You know what I'm talking about? Like they're rebuilding the Shield, is what they're saying. I don't know, man. This. I mean, they got to be fighting for somebody else. That's why I think it's Shane McMahon.
It's true.
Didn't Mox and Pac have issues, like storyline wise, like they were feuding with each other, and now Pac's BBC? Or
what's on your mind?
I see if you guys were sleeping. I had to wake you guys up real quick.
Hey, yo. Now that I think of it, I think they had a few matches. I know Pac has been that's gone around in AEW. Pause on that. But he's had matches with a lot of people in AEW.
He's gone around.
Yeah, I mean, now that the Lucha Bros may possibly be out of AEW.
Today was the day, Adrian. Today was the day. Today was the day.
August 28th. I heard from a reliable source named Ricky Rod that said Lucha Bros contract expires on August 28th. And it is true.
So
Is it
we'll
true? Is
find
it
out.
100% true?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know what else is true, Adrian? And I've been waiting because I want to been talking about this the entire time, bro. This episode of Monday Night Raw, the first hour 45, bro, amazing, written amazingly. He's calling him a goloso. He called you a goloso.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, bro. I'll admit it was good. I liked it.
Bronson Reed, that splash, bro, done amazingly. The weird firework in the middle of the car was kind of weird, you know, but at the end of the day, they still did what they needed to do. They crushed the car. It was dope as fuck.
It was.
And there was no winner. And there was no winner.
There wasn't a winner. Just he destroyed the monster of monsters. Looks like he got a new nickname. I didn't like that. Well, he used to be the monster among men, right?
Yeah.
Where is he now?
The monster of all monsters.
One big SOB.
Yeah, he used to be like, that's one big son of a bitch. That's what
The one thing I will say
That
about
actually-
this, Bronson Reed has fractured people's ribs with tsunami splash after tsunami splash after tsunami splash, right? Tell me why this man did a tsunami splash to Braun Strowman onto a car. And Braun Strowman's injury is his fingers. Oh, my fingers.
It's spinal injury, bro. He broke his back.
That's what I'm saying. It should be his back. I want Braun
This
Strowman
guy.
this week to be like,
You
my
don't.
back is broken. I want somebody to say, what is it, vertebrae or what? Spinal.
You gotta
I
say
want him to say that next week.
spinal. Spinal.
Have you ever heard about Sting talk about his injury with Seth Rollins when he threw him when he did the toss to the turnbuckle?
He made him do the stanky leg, bro.
And Sting said that he had no feeling in his fingers, so that's why Strowman was talking about his fingers.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know basic. He doesn't know that like when you get like a stinger, like I want to say it was Stone Cold when he got dropped on his head. He couldn't feel like his fingertips. That's where you just get numb. That's like the first thing that goes.
Braun Strowman was moving his legs. He was moving his head. He was moving every fucking body. He was moving everything in his body, but he was like, my fingers, my fingers.
Where was this energy when Tony Khan was over here moving his neck with a broken neck, bro?
I was posting it on social media.
This guy. I'm dead, bro. There's another thing I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Judgment Day. That first opening segment, Rey Mysterio. I know that. Let's see. We're Mexican, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
you know when he said that line to his son, he's like, "I want to slap that stupid mustache off your face." I knew that that's like a talking point, like at the family household, where he's just like, "Son, you gotta fucking cut that ugly shit off." And I think that's just. I want to say, like in an interview, he said that he wants to face his son in a mustache versus mask match. That's how you know that shit's personal. That mustache got to go.
We've all gone that talking to by our fathers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I never did. I had a match up to my father's mustache. My dad's got one of those Mexican stashes.
What did your dad say about your long hair, though?
Not so much my hair, bro. It was my beard. He can't grow one. He can't grow one. Once mine started coming in, he's like, "Hey, you gotta shave that."
Adrian's not an athlete, bro. Let me tell you something about Adrian. This man, we used to play soccer together, right? This man over here, he won like 2 championships. He put it all on the line for the soccer team. He busted his knee like 3 or 4 times, bro. Like straight up, like tore his ACL, MCL shit. This fool's an athlete right here, bro. I saw him do a karate kick and score in a game once, bro. Bro, you don't remember that shit? You were like,
I do remember, bro. Tell him the story, bro. Tell him the story, though.
Oh, bro. And then there was this one. And then, see, last time that we really played together, I just saw you go down like a sack of potatoes because you're running and just your knee just went. Bloop. I was like, oh fuck, he's done so, bro.
Yep. That is true. That was the end of my soccer career. I won the trophy off the bench, though.
He did, bro. They called him he got carried to a championship, bro. But that's all good, bro. I can't say the same thing. I got a third place trophy, and that's all I got to show for my soccer career, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. See, my Adrian is more of an athlete than Bryan for sure.
Ooh.
Backs, bro. It hurts me right
I
here.
also got cauliflower ears from wrestling too.
You a super athlete.
He's a supreme athlete, bro. He should join Tony Nese's faction in Ring of Honor. Bunch of fucking jobbers, bro.
So we're practically the same height over there.
Damn. Oh man. So
and he don't get dehydrated.
And he doesn't get dehydrated. Exactly.
Don't get dehydrated. You want to know why, my guy? Because I have the best product on the internet today, bro. The one product that I always try to keep me hydrated for all my my throat's parched needs. I try W Energy hydration packs, bro. You can get your own pack at w.gg. Type promo code TWP10 for additional 10% off. Where's Bill Nance at, bro? I did that for him.
Of course, it's gonna be the when he's actually gone, bro.
W.gg.
Oh, a second, there it goes.
Use promo code TWP10 for additional 10% off, my guys. Good shit, bro.
Syke says I got rid of my cauliflower ear, ice baths, and a new diet. Really, a new diet?
Really
crazy, man.
Isn't cauliflower ear just like a bunch of blood clotted right up in your ears?
I think so. I don't know. Let's see, where was that? Here we go. Y'all should do Trigger Sports. Man, last week we were talking about basketball. We were talking about everything. We're talking about rec league soccer in South Sac, bro.
I think one time we were thinking about doing a Trigger House of Dragon talk.
Bro. That's bro.
No, bro, you know what? Just for my man Bill, bro. If you want some more hydration packs or energy boosters for a pre-workout, bro, go to w.gg and type in promo code TWP10 to get an additional 10% off, my guy. There you go.
Here I'm here to talk about two more topics and then I'm out. So make sure if you're watching this, give us a thumbs up. It helps us out a lot. It's also my birthday, so come on, show me the love. Show us the love.
Yeah, put a thumb up for Bryan.
Yeah, thumbs up for Bryan. So give the hearts. Do something. Hangman Page versus Tomohiro Ishii. This was a solid match. I've never liked any Ishii matches, but this one was good. But I want to talk about the promo. Talking about the promo, Swerve comes out and says, you know, I realized when I was champion, I used to like still follow you home, and I saw you come with your second child and all this stuff. He's like, he just got really personal, bro. But then he realized that, you know what? I can't be doing this. I'm focused on you instead of focused on the title. And you're still focused on me. You still focused on me. That's why you failed your team. You're never going to be champion, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? But then Hangman Page turns around and says, you've never beat me by yourself. You've always had help. And let me tell you, man, this isn't the top story of wrestling, but this is the for sure top story in AEW. And I'm all here for it, bro. This is the one thing that Tony Khan has gotten immensely right besides Mariah May and Tony Storm.
That is facts, man. And like I said, not a lot of people watch AEW Dynamite, Collision, and Rampage, so it's kind of hard to keep up with these wins and losses and shit. But the fact that we got it explained in a promo, and Hangman Adam Page told Swerve Strickland, the former AEW World Champion, you cannot beat me, my guy. You had to have people beat me. You had Nana the first match, you had Nana and Brian Cage the second match, and the third match, you couldn't get the job done. 30-minute time limit, we drew, bro.
Yep.
And as much as I'm a Swerve mark, Hangman Adam Page is right. He hasn't lost clean.
He hasn't, bro. Took a whole damn army, bro. Ricky, what do you got to say about this feud?
I like Hangman. I've always liked Hangman. I like the way he wrestles. I like the way he presents himself. That's who I pick. But Swerve has been coming up on that radar for me. He was a great champion. I mean, despite the terrible booking that he had, he was a great champion. He could have done a lot more, but they did not book him how he should have been. Yeah. He definitely has a lot of talent and definitely has a moveset that is hard hitting and very believable, which is what I feel like lacks a lot in most matches. Is that a lot of the moves that are done now, you look at them and they look like they don't hit. Swerve has a lot of hard hitting moves, especially his swerve stomp. He leans into that, bro. Same thing like Penta stomp, same thing. He hits it and it makes it look believable, like that thing hurts. So I like Swerve. I like Hangman. I like this feud because it's two hard hitting guys. They're definitely gonna put on a show.
Oh,
definitely. Yes. But my overall pick for that win, it might go to Hangman. Swerve can definitely come back on a redemption arc and climb back up. Give him more things to work with.
Facts. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this heel Swerve was good. The promo was spot on. He didn't stutter. He didn't had an awkward pause. This heel Heyman is what we should have gotten as world champion, in my opinion. I'm glad we have it now, and this is going to further the feud with Heyman and Page, and I'm all here for it, my guy.
Definitely, it's definitely going to be a Hangman win. Definitely, well, it needs to be a Hangman win.
Do you think so? I mean, do you really think so? I mean, I feel like, I guess, yeah, you need to build somebody else to get that title shot. Yeah, you guys got point. Kayla Adams. Oh, Kayla Adams always with the fucking solid points. He needs to wait. Yeah, he does need it.
He does need to win.
Bill Nance. This is the best feud. Brian, admit it. I know there's no friendship bracelet on the line, but let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. This is the most personal storyline in wrestling currently. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just that Judgment Day, that fucking CM Punk Drew, bro, that just hits me right here in the WWE mark heart, bro. I love what Papa H is feeding me, bro. Feed me more. Feed me more. And yes, I'm saying it in exactly those words just to get a pop out of you guys. Yes.
It's his birthday. Feed him more.
Yeah, feed me more, bro. Anyways, I pause. This guy. Anyways, so Jamie Hayter and Harley Cameron is the next match, all for the bracelet, bro. See, we're gonna get triggered wrestling bracelets, bro. Let's give Daniel Garcia some love. We'll get there. Let's talk about Jamie Hayter and Harley Cameron first. This match was squashy. We knew it was going to be a squashy match. Jamie Hayter's back. She's going to be chasing after Saraya. Looks like. I'm not. What?
Look at the comment, bro, from Rob. I'm not gonna put it up.
I'm out there today. Bro. Hey, let me tell you, bro. Faces in Sacramento.
How they know where you going?
The Merc, bro. The Merc is like the place to go for some like cheap drinks and
drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
And drive responsibly.
Nah, but for reals though. Come on, Rob. This guy, you know dang well he's been to one before, bro.
Oh man.
Anyways, back to what was I saying?
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter. I'm not a fan of her return. What do you guys think? Ricky, let's start with you. Are you a fan of her return and this initial feud?
I like Jamie Hayter. I've always liked Jamie Hayter. Her first feud is actually going to be Saraya. So it's going to be a good one. She's coming off as a straight, Did you guys see her pre-show press conference crash?
Oh, she was just F her. I'm gonna get her and stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah. She can tell a good story, man. And Hayter's a hard-hitting wrestler, man. It's gonna be a good one, especially because she grew up in a wrestling family. This is a good matchup. This is a good pairing, and I look forward to seeing this one. I actually do.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Adrian.
Yeah, and I also again we were talking about Swerve Strickland telling us the history between him and Swerve Strickland, him and Adam Page, but Jamie, or was it Excalibur, told us the history of Jamie Hayter, it was actually Tony Storm who took the title away from Jamie Hayter by assist by the Outcast, and that's what put her out on the shelf. So it was a good little reminder from the announcers. But I'm tuning into this feud because I'm also a Jamie Hayter fan. Saraya, she's kind of dropped down a bit. If you guys know what I'm saying,
a bit is being generous, bro.
Okay, she dropped a lot. And
Yes.
this feud, she's gonna be annoying heel, cringe. Hopefully, she can get that heat back from the fans. But it's gonna be a good feud to introduce Jamie Hayter back to the AEW Women's roster. I think.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be somebody that's actually on TV, somebody that's actually been wrestling. Saraya, she has been wrestling. I mean, other than I guess the match she had on Collision and then the match she had on the pre-show. I mean, could you really say she was on TV? Really?
No, but she is someone you can love to hate. If you're trying to build Jamie Hayter up, you got to pair up with somebody that's annoying, someone that you want to see lose.
Ooh,
you want to give her some. You basically got to feed her somebody.
Yo,
I mean,
you want to give her some?
I guess Jeremy's saying Red Velvet. Who do they beat? Red Velvet? I don't know. Somebody. See, this is the thing. I would say Nyla Rose. She's got the size. I would say fucking bring somebody that's actually like a baby face that people would want to see win, like Mina Shirakawa. She's not signed with the company. I would say that. I'm kind of
Sky
blanking
Blue,
on
bro?
some.
Oh,
I mean,
Sky
Sky Bly's
Blue's
injured. Yeah. So is Julia Hart. I mean, I feel like the women's roster is kind of thin right now.
I mean, Jamie's got to work her way back up too. She is returning. She
Mhm.
hasn't seen in a very long time. So this is
15
kind of
months, they said, right?
yeah. She's been gone a long time, man. So she's definitely got to work her way back up. But this is a good way to start it. I would say so.
You would say so.
Yeah, my opinion.
Your opinion. Let's see. What is it? Let's talk about the MJF promo, Adrian.
Yes, MJF promo, bro. MJF comes down with some KT tape down the ramp. I thought he was going to come out with a neck brace and sell the Tiger Driver 91. But the KT tape is kind of cool. He also said that he's suffering from migraines and stuff like that. Keeping kayfabe alive. MJF, one of the best to do it right now. But he's turning his attention towards Daniel Garcia, bro, because that man is costing the match. And he also stole his Diamond Dallas ring.
He pawned it.
Diamond. This guy's thinking of Diamond Dallas Page, bro.
Diamond Dallas Page is the first one who introduced the ring to AEW, bro. That's why I got confused.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
Yeah.
That was one I wasn't watching, bro.
Right? No, it wasn't Pandemic. It was the first in AEW. But yeah, and I'm looking forward to this Daniel Garcia MJF feud. Daniel Garcia wants to break MJF's neck. By all means necessary, and Daniel Garcia is a hard-hitting fighter for how small he is. I wouldn't want to fight him.
Espen.
I know SPN, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So let me tell you. Go ahead.
Is this DG's like first serious feud, like without having to do the dance gimmick? Because he hasn't done it.
That could be.
I don't know, but I actually think this is his going away to WWE. He's taking the L at all out. All out. Yeah, I was just like, is it all in? He's taking the L at all out, and he's packing his bags and he's going to Tampa, Florida, bro. He's going to Performance Center.
No, he resigned, bro.
Says who? If we're not the ones telling you he resigned, bro,
you're right.
He's not staying, bro. Let's say what do you build? What do you do after them? Let's say he wins, he beats MJF. Then what's next?
Let's go up the ladder, man. Go for
a
title.
You gotta go for the TNT.
So you're gonna bury. You're not bury. You're gonna have MJF lose.
Well, I mean, if he sells the neck, and then Garcia works the neck during the match, I can see Garcia winning.
It's in a week, man. He's still gonna be suffering.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the 7th.
Next week.
Oh shit, you're right. You know, and then the day after, what are we doing, Adrian? We're gonna be meeting Psycho Clown at Barrio Toys, 100 Atkinson Street, brought to you by Noel Hernandez at Taqueria Guadalajara. We'll be there meeting the Psycho Clown.
Psycho Clown, bro. Lucha Libre, fucking living legend, bro. Wouldn't you say, Ricky? I mean, come on. When he made his debut with the Psycho Circus on AAA, bro, they made a statement.
They
One of the
did.
longest reigning, AAA six-man tag trios champions.
Trios tag.
Yeah, man, and his father, a legend in the game, Porky, Plata Dorada. Plata Dorada.
Brazo de Plata.
Brazo de Plata. Did you know he was in WWE for a minute?
Yes, he was. As the junior division, right?
June.
He was in I believe
He was short, bro.
he was in a Thanksgiving backstage segment too.
Eating turkey, bro. Mm-hmm.
Man,
Jeremy
Psycho-
says, hold on a second. Jeremy says he's gonna be at Dynamite next week and all out.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you got good
Okay.
seats?
Send pigs, bro.
Yeah,
Hey
bro.
yo.
Hey,
What?
hey, hey, yo.
No, hold on a second. And then, hold on, go back to speaking of Psycho Clown, bro. I want to hear your story.
Oh, so Psycho Clown kind of didn't start off as big of a star as he was. He was just another guy there, and then he left Psycho Circus to pursue his own singles career. It's funny because no one knows that his dad was Super Porky.
Bro, the real wrestling fans, we know, bro.
Yeah. It's
You look
crazy
at
how
his
many
eyes.
people don't know, though.
And you can tell.
In his eyes.
And the best part about it, bro, he is a Club America fan, my guy.
Oh, I was gonna say that, bro. I
That
know
is
Ricky, that's why he likes him, bro.
Speaking of Club America and living legends, but look at the jersey I got. Rick
Oh, Cuauhtemoc Blanco, bro.
Blanco, bro.
You can't hate, bro. It's a Selección jersey. You can't hate it.
Anyways, I'll bring my Triggered Wrestling Sucks sign. Go ahead, bro.
Oh shit,
I
do
don't
it,
give a
bro.
fuck, bro. Go ahead, do it.
You know, if you
bro.
do it,
You all.
Jeremy, what can we give Jeremy if he does bring it? And we see him on
bro.
TV.
I don't know. All we got is stickers. I can't send him a hat.
I
could cook one up.
I got some
Oh.
pops, bro.
He said, "No, I'm just kidding." Oh, bro, fine. No free ass, Jeremy. Bill Nitz.
Back
He
at
betrayed
it.
us,
Back
bro.
at it. Back at
Yeah,
it.
we get a heel turn on me,
coming
bro.
in. He be coming out of nowhere, bro, out of left field.
Damn.
America's ass, bro. No, it's not. Come on, Alex. Let's see. He's a chivista, bro. Anyways, let's see. What was next after the MJF promo? It was I stopped taking notes. Was it the 8-man tag?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. Yes.
There was a, I believe, backstage segment before the match.
The Chris Jericho one.
Yeah.
And Roderick Strong. He was going, Chris. I don't know.
Yeah. And then we had the Ricochet video package, and we had the conglomeration versus Marty and the Learning Tree faction. It was an entertaining match. I wouldn't recommend it to people, but it was a good match.
I mean, yeah, it's just a way to get people on the show. On the show.
Yeah. I mean, 8-man tag, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of bodies. Can only do so much. Everybody has limited time in the ring.
And speaking of the Brian has said the storytelling, and me saying Tony Khan finally learned how to introduce people. You see how Orange Cassidy won the match with Roddy Strong's foot on the bottom rope. It gives you an out for the next storyline. You know, it's like, Aubrey Edwards fucked up on the rope. You know, we've seen a lot of refs make mistakes like that, and they turn it into a storyline. I could see Roddy Strong challenging for the FTW title in the future. Possibly go back to Continental, the Okada title, the one Okada has. But yeah, Roddy Strong needs to be up there, in my opinion.
You guys think Cassidy might go heel the way he went into darker colors?
He should. He honestly should. But I liked that he was showing like more, I guess, aggressiveness in a couple matches ago. But something else has to comes from this, I think. What I'm not a fan of is Hook and Jericho again. I thought that story was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this. I do want to talk about Okada though, because you think you brought it up, Adrian, or yeah, you brought it up. That guy, he's just so fucking funny. They're like CEO. He's like, oh, what do you say? I'm living. What I wrong?
I live my dream.
I'm living my dream, or whatever the fuck he's.
I don't want to say how he said it, but he said he's living his dream.
Bro. He's like, oh, I'm living my dream, bro. Oh, that shit's so funny to me, bro. He's such a funny heel.
Yes, he's pretty much his being the elite character. Are we gonna get the Rainmaker sometime soon? In my opinion, I mean, I think we should, but I don't mind a Goofy Okada.
He's
I
working
don't
the
mind it
gimmick
at
right
all.
now. He's
Yeah,
working the gimmick right now. I
I
like
mean,
it. It worked for him.
It does.
I like
Here's
that pause to the hard cam during the match.
yeah. He's it's something different because we've seen like the Rainmaker for like not that it got stale. I mean, he was the Rainmaker for what, like 10 years?
yes,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we think about the 5 years that AEW was around, plus even like when Kenny Omega and him were having those bangers, that was like even 5 years before then. So it's been a while. So I'm a fan of this change. He doesn't need to be the top star, and I'm sure he's waiting for Kenny Omega to come back at some point.
Yes, bro.
I feel like that's what it's gonna be. Kenny coming back and telling him you're not even who you were anymore, and then just
Exactly.
attack on those.
Exactly. And then we get whatever fourth or
Blood and
fifth
guts.
match this is. Blood and guts. Don't get me started, bro. Those matches are bad, bro. Those matches are bad. But not as bad as me leaving, bro. I gotta go. I gotta do some last minute things before I head out to Disneyland.
Deuces, my guy, deuces.
I'll be in the chat. I'll be monitoring y'all's.
All
I'll be
right.
watching
Oh,
y'all's.
damn, supervising, bro. You're not afraid of the grind, even
Oh,
on your birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, young one, bro. I'm 33. I guess it's 33 young. I guess it
Yes.
depends which side you're looking at it from, bro.
Yes, you're still young.
Yeah,
sir.
actually, yeah, bro. Yeah,
Safe travels. Happy G Day.
deuces,
Deuces, y'all's.
deuces.
Deuce.
On.
Wait, well, Brian's the only one that left. Brian's the only one that left. But
I like how
following that,
Brian's leaving without no WWE talk.
right? Oh, you just talked about Judgment Day, but that was good. And following that Mercedes Moné, backstage segment, it was, I mean, people, whether fans like it or not, it was decent. But Mariah May, man, her celebration, she said that she's postponing her celebration because she does not like Champagne, the town that they were at, and it should actually be called a Flatstale Piss Warm Beer state. It's a good heel. She's a good heel, and she put some of the women down.
Yeah, she did. She said, looking at this women in this crowd, you guys are used to disappointment.
Damn, she went at it, bro. 'Cause usually you get that from like people like male wrestlers like The Rock, or like DX. They used to do it back in the day. Actually, good at a woman's doing this, man. She's that can get her the heel that she deserves, or the heat that she deserves, especially from female wrestling fans, because female wrestling is making a comeback, man, and I'm liking it. Some of these women are putting some hard hitting matches. I mean, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Toni Storm, Mariah May, Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. You have Damage Control over there in WWE as well. The women's wrestling is on the rise, and people are sleeping on it.
Yes, they are. Io Sky has been one of my top favorite wrestlers since Lucha Underground. She had one of those very, very classic male versus female matches.
Yes.
And I mean, so did Chelsea Green, same thing. But they're pretty nerfed over on the other show because they don't want to either overshadow or give out everything that they can give out. But they're on their way up.
Yeah, but
Definitely on the way up.
Chelsea Green is a bum queen, man. She can take a hit. Pause. But yeah, I'm liking Io Sky, man. Io Sky and Kairi Sane in WWE. They're coming out with a Black Lotus triad type of look. That's a good look. I think that's the look everybody wanted, especially when they were still Damage Control with Bayley then on SmackDown. But I'm liking it, man. I'm liking everything that WWE's doing right now with their female roster.
Yes. So what else happened on Dynamite today?
You had the right after that, you had the Grizzly Young Veterans who made their, I wouldn't say AEW debut because they already had a match there. But they pretty much put the Young Bucks on notice, man. And for people who don't watch NXT, I don't know if you do. Do you know a bit about the Grizzly Young Vets?
Me not so much. This was actually my kind of like first introduction to them. I still play soccer, so on Tuesdays I'm a little preoccupied, so I don't really get NXT very much into my programming.
Yeah.
But So far, what I've seen is they're coming in and putting everybody on notice. Because
Yep.
even after they came in at All In, they attacked FTR.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So they're not just putting the Young Bucks on notice, but there's also that coming in. And I'm pretty sure they're not gonna take anybody lightly. Whoever their first match is gonna be, they might just try to make that name for themselves. Word to Gambit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and just like Bill Nance, I'm like, who? But but as like yourself, I also didn't watch NXT a lot. I have it a hard time fitting into my schedule. But I go in every time a new wrestler gets introduced to a promotion. I go in with a blank slate. I whatever they did in the past, cool. That's cool. Whatever. It's whatever they're doing on the now. That's what I focus on. And if they have a good show and they have a good match and a good story, I could be a fan.
Like right now, my like NXT wise, I see a lot of Joe Hendry and him and Ethan
Mm.
Page going at it. And I liked Ethan Page in AEW. Uh, I feel like he just came out of nowhere, like right out of left field, and he's running with it. He blew up out of
Yes.
nowhere, and we're gonna see what goes on. Shout out to my boy Will Good. I see you.
Ooh, yup, good. Will. Oh yeah, you guys are in Texas too, right?
Yes, we are.
You guys close by each other?
About 2 hours away from each other. I
That's
still
not
need to
bad,
go
bro.
visit him.
That's
Can't
not
wait to
bad.
see him.
Oh, yup. But yeah, I'm not. What were we?
After the
The
Grizzled
young vets,
Young Vets.
young vets. And
We
then we
got the
get
Ricochet match, right?
yeah. Then we get the Ricochet match, which we talked about earlier. And Brian was right. The AEW did great again by Ricochet. They didn't let him go out and do all his wad of moves. They kind of tamed him a little bit. And like Brian said, it was a WWE type of style match. And I agree. I mean, he kept. I know what Ricochet's
Capable of.
is
He's
capable of, but I'm gonna keep tuning in and keep seeing more, man. Because I've been watching him since he was Prince Puma back in Lucha Underground.
same. That's my first introduction to him. I don't know if you've ever seen the like wrestling World Cup that they did.
Yes,
I forget who does it.
it
I want to.
was AAA in 2017, 16.
No, this was a different promotion because it was like a worldwide of wrestlers, and there's
Was it
a.
World Culture Pro Wrestling?
I want
WCPW?
to say something with a P. Like it starts with a P because I can't remember the name of the promotion. I was going down the rabbit hole on YouTube one day and I found this match where it was Ricochet versus Penta, and that match was wild for what it was.
Was it
Um,
PWG Battle Los Angeles? I don't know if that's the promotion, but
uh,
they used to have a Battle Los Angeles tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, but I mean, this one was more of like they were using nationalities. Yeah,
Mm.
I need to go back and find that clip, dude, because it's one of those matches that needs to be talked about.
Mhm.
It's so underground that I mean, like I said, I was just going down a rabbit hole and I
Yeah.
found it. I was mind blown by what that tournament was.
Ryan said Pro Wrestling Noah doesn't. They do one, and CMLL had their CMLL Grand Prix over the weekend or
They
Friday.
did.
Which
Cesaro taking that
Claudio
or
Castagnoli took the
Claudio.
dub. Yep. I may need to look at that match because I've seen Penta and Prince Puma down in Lucha Underground, but I haven't seen the match you're talking about.
No, yeah, this is maskless
Ooh,
Prince Puma.
ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's Ricochet then.
yeah, he's Ricochet for that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know wrestlers got to keep their names after going to different promotions. I didn't know that.
That would have to depend because I mean, as you know, AAA and CMLL they own the characters. So once a wrestler, a luchador leaves, you got to you keep the
Reinvent, yeah.
character, and then you have to make somebody that character. Kind of like what Penta's going through right now with AAA.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad Ricochet still kept his name.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I think you guys mentioned it before with Edge not keeping his name.
Mhm.
But I believe that's because Vince kind of owns the name Edge.
Yeah, that is true. And since my boy Alex right here, man, he's calling me an AEW hater. Nah, bro. I actually did like this episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. Pause on that. But let's begin, bro. bro. With Monday Night Raw because we lost a legend a few days ago. Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. A lot of people know him as one of the big men in wrestling history, and I agree. He is a big, pause on that again, he's a big man.
Yes.
And my opinion, I think he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I think he needed to be in the Hall of Fame years ago. WWE is screwing a lot of people that need to be in the Hall of Fame, and Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, needs to be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. And
He does. He was a world champion for both promotions, WCW and WWE. He was his top star for him.
yeah,
I mean, fallouts happen, things happen, but I mean, years pass by. I mean, if CM Punk can bury the hatchet, Jesse Ventura can bury
mhm.
the hatchet. I mean, I don't see why not. He should be a ballot for 2025 for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And Psycho Sid, I mean, he went to WWE in '91, the year I was born. Um, yeah, he's been in the business for a long time, and man, he he's
He
truly gonna be
was,
missed. He's truly gonna be
yes,
missed.
he was a legend, and unfortunately, years went by and no one really mentions him as much.
Yeah, yeah. No, his name needs to be in the hall for sure. His name needs to be in the hall. Where is it? Let me exit out this comment right here. Uh, PCW, was that the
It might have been PCW.
PCW?
It might have been
PCW?
PCW. Yeah, I'm telling you, I have to go back and go in that stream again to see if I could find it. I remember looking it up. So
Yeah.
Bill Nance.
Yeah, Papa H does need to induct him.
I feel
Um,
like a lot of things are gonna change with Papa H in charge because he was a guy that came up through the bottom ranks, worked his way up,
yes,
and then did the
politic
well.
his way up,
He did. I mean,
married into
he
the family,
well, I mean, he is the only guy that got in trouble for that curtain call back in the years. So
and he survived. He
yeah,
survived that. Not a lot of people did. Not a lot of people survived that. I mean, Vince McMahon will kick your ass out. People have gotten fired over stuff like that, bro.
hey, but that's a beautiful butterfly effect, man. Because
Yeah,
without that, we don't get Stone Cold.
that is true. That is true. That's yep. I remember Stone. It was Triple H, the one that was supposed to win King of the
King of the
Ring, right?
Ring. Yep. Without that, we
That's
don't
true.
get Austin 316.
That is true. That is true. And bro, we were talking about WWE, man. I'm wearing the jersey. You're wearing the hat. We've been complaining, mainly me, for years about the loser world order
Mm.
and how poorly they've been booked. I don't even care that they lost this match. The fact that they are in the ring with a top faction, or at least a faction that's getting frequently TV time. Um, I mean, the match was great.
Yes,
You
yes,
had
it
your little
was.
promo in the beginning. It set up the match. Um, there could be a potential feud later on the line for still Rey Mysterio on his own son. But what did you see in the match that stood out to you?
Ooh, I don't know if you noticed Dragon Lee's dive to the outside where he got kind of like catapulted up.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie to you, that was nice. There's a lot of young talent that's Mexican in WWE, but they're always showcased the same way. It's
Mm-hmm.
always just either luchador style, and it's always lucha on lucha because they no one else can really work that style. But
Mm-hmm.
now there's a lot more incorporation. They could work with the bigger guys. But I mean, that's why Rey Mysterio became such a household name. He was able to work with bigger talent. But again, it's got to be one of those things where we also got to evolve with lucha
Yes.
libre style and kind of learn to tell the stories a little bit. Uh, I was just happy to see the LWO on TV again because
Yeah.
it's especially in a non, you know, backstage segment because that's usually what I see them on. It's
Yeah.
usually always something backstage, but they
Yeah.
can definitely show a lot of moves, and it's just time for them to kind of get a little bit more shine to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And like I said, I'm people call me an LW Mark Hater or whatever they like to call me, but I mean, how are you gonna support somebody who's pretty much jobbing? I mean, to me,
Mm,
that's disrespect to La Raza, bro. Bro, how many Mexicans have come and go in the boxing ring, bro? Right now, Mexicans are taking over UFC, bro. And it only in Lucha Bros, some people say that they're that TK's fumbling them right now, which is true. And I'm just glad we've seen some Mexican athletes on TV with the top faction.
Yeah, I mean Dom's doing this thing, man. I'm a big Dom guy. Uh, he's definitely gonna help a lot because I've always said this, and I know you've been a testament to this. I feel like if the Lucha Bros do jump ship over, they gotta go in as heels. We have not
Yes,
had heel luchadors to go against the other luchadors.
facts. I think the last one we had was Alberto del Rio, and he was
Yeah,
feuding with Ray, right?
yeah. He came in and just beat Ray clean
Yeah.
first match.
Yep. Yeah, and then that happened with him, but yeah, moving on.
Yeah,
Again, it continued the story because after the match, after Judgment Day picked up the W, they ended up beating up on the LWO, and Rey Mysterio was gonna get a frog splash through the announce table by Dominic Mysterio, but the Terror Twins, horrible name by the way,
you don't like the name?
escaped. I don't like the name, bro. Terror Twins.
I mean,
Terror.
I could see why you don't like it. I
I
could
don't
see
like
why.
the name, but
Yeah.
I just think these names are getting put through a name generator, and you get the New Catch Republic, uh, Pure
It's a,
Fusion Collective, the Final Testaments, the Pride.
American Made hasn't been bad.
No, they
That
are
one
good.
hasn't been bad. That one
They
wasn't
are
bad.
good.
But
It's
the Terror
actually
Twins, I don't think it should be what that is. I
yeah.
don't think that's what it is.
I like American Made. I like the name. I think people were looking for like Team Angle or Team Gable or something. But American Made is a good faction name for them, in my opinion.
I feel like they could have done better with a nickname for them.
Yeah.
After that, come out, Dom kind of gets put in that spot of like almost getting attacked again.
Yeah. That tease because people want to see the heel get their asses kicked. People want Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio to get their just desserts, but we're gonna see that at Bash of Berlin. I'm glad that WWE is teasing it, but we're gonna get it at Bash of Berlin.
You think they'll do the job?
Oh, that's gonna be a hard one because normally the past two PLEs that have been overseas are pretty much predictable.
Yeah.
Bash of Berlin is pretty much unpredictable right now, in my opinion.
I hope Dom and Liv pick up the win because it'll roll over to something here in the States, which is where it's pretty over at. And I feel like WWE has this thing of upsetting fans just to lift them up later on in the show. So they're going to be let down, I believe, during the Randy match because Randy's not winning that. I would love to see that, but
yeah,
I don't see it happening because Gunther just got the belt, and I don't think they want to waste Gunther like that. So that's why that match is predictable. So
absolutely.
it could be one of those PLEs that isn't as unpredictable, predictable, unpredictable.
Yeah. And it's like I said, it's an overseas PLE, so the crowd is gonna get hot regardless of who goes over or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, right after that, we get the New Day backstage segment where Xavier Woods did some modifications to his gear. I guess Kofi Kingston has some gear for him, and Xavier Woods just went
all black
with that gear, all black, and people are saying he is turning heel. How do you feel about that? Because I have a lot of energy on Xavier Woods, bro.
Xavier Woods is doing the jealous best friend bit. It's like, oh, you tagged Odyssey Jones. Oh, we talked about this. We were communicative, but it's like in the back of his mind, he goes, yeah, I'm still mad. I'm definitely not happy about what's going on. And he's doing that jealous best friend bit, dude, where it's like, oh, you have a new friend. I didn't even know you guys were cool like that. And it kind of pertains to like a real life situation where people are like, oh, I didn't know you guys were that cool with each other. And, it turns into that. I believe he's going heel, and it could catapult him.
Yeah. Well, what does the chat think? Because, like, personally, I actually want to know what the chat thinks, bro. Bill Nance, Alex Osorio, I actually do want to know what you guys think about this. Because my personal opinion is, let's face it, bro, Xavier Woods, my guy. Xavier Woods, the guy that got carried by Big E and Kofi Kingston throughout his career in New Day. I just he's not it. And even when he came out solo for that triple threat match later on the night, he got zero pop, bro. And it's like you are not at the level of Kofi Kingston. You are not at the level of Big E. No matter how long you've been with WWE, you were a champion for a long time. But
He was a tag
first,
champ, right? He
yeah,
wasn't.
he
He's
was a
never
tag
had
team.
singles titles.
No, he hasn't. He was that that Creed character back in TNA, but I just think Xavier Woods doesn't have
Um,
um
I
he
mean,
doesn't
if people forget you were King of the Ring, that should say something.
yeah. Oh, thank you. I forgot he was
Yeah,
King of the Ring, my
people
guy. I
forget he was
literally
King of the
forgot.
Ring. Like it's one of those things where you're like, hey man, what have you done? What have you
Yeah.
done?
What have you done? And then he was King of the Ring the first time back he was
Yeah,
reintroduced back to the WWE. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, it's like if you look at the WWE history, look how many people turned on dead weight or by jealousy. You look at Triple H.
yes.
How many people did Triple H turn on because of jealousy?
I
How
mean,
many people did Triple H turn on because they were dead weight to him and his faction?
yeah,
But what does Xavier Woods bring to the table, my guy? I mean,
he
he's
does
been
not.
in the business for a long time. I'm not gonna knock that down, but what has he really done in the business besides play the trumpet while Big E and Kofi Kingston were defending the titles?
So they did all the work. I mean, they're Big E and Kofi are both former WWE champions.
See, I know Braun was gonna get. Hey, bro, get on that phone, bro. Get that link. No, but I mean, I like Kofi. I waited for him to be world champion. He finally got the world champion, but I don't know. I mean, I just think Xavier Woods needs to be thankful Kofi Kingston didn't turn on him sooner, because, like I said, other people have turned on their on the dead weight a lot sooner, and Kofi Kingston is a real one for keeping him around.
No, he really was. He did carry him, and he has been carrying him ever since Big E got that neck injury.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is true.
Mm,
And another thing I like by WWE, and something that I complain about in WWE, is the placement of the Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark matches. They're always before the main event, quote unquote, snack break matches. But this one is the second match of the night. This match had it all. It was entertaining. It had the crowd behind it. Kairi Sane and Io Sky looked great. They had a good chemistry. I'm sad. I'm a little sad Zoe Starks or Shayna Starks got the L, but it still was
what?
a great match.
No, but I saw that one coming because what are they called? Pure Fusion.
Pure
Pure.
Fusion Collective.
Yeah, they've been on a tear and they haven't
They
lost
have.
yet. I mean, and they have been a little bit of backstage bullies.
You're right. You're right.
So I mean, they needed a loss, but not at this expense. I felt like they should lose in a different way.
You're right. They're also getting, in my opinion, they're also getting screwed out of the tag team championship, man. And I think, in my opinion, I think they're owed a few title opportunities, in my opinion.
They
Um,
are, and
yeah,
they're believable, champions.
yeah.
They got the look, they have the fight
MMA
style.
background.
I mean, if you want to build some baby faces up, you gotta give it to the heels for the one time.
That is true. That is true. Key, like you said earlier, you got to give the people what they want, but they don't want that. They want. What did you say? You have to disappoint the fans for a little bit,
Yeah.
then that they can come up. Yep.
Yes, and
Yep.
then
And
that
then
damage control. I mean, right now they're down one, right? Dakota Kai is injured.
yes, she is. No, Oscar's injured. Damage control. Oscar's
Yeah,
injured.
no, they're both injured.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dakota Kai. I forgot about her too. Yeah.
She just got attacked like 2 weeks ago, but I mean that was kind of more of a writer off type of
Yeah.
injury.
Yeah.
I believe she has knee surgery. I believe so.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know she and she just came back, right?
yeah, she
Oh,
had
that
just came back.
sucks.
Yeah,
That
never want to
sucks.
see performers get hurt and go out, but it's part of the show.
Yeah. And then right after that, we see Drew McIntyre walk into the ring, but you see in the background, and I kind of hate these segments, these background segments, because sometimes they either pay off or they don't. But I saw in the background Miz talking to Kieran Cross. I know some fans online were speculating that probably Miz is hiring Kieran Cross and his faction to take out Bronson Reed.
Hmm.
But I mean, what has Kieran Cross done again? I mean, what has he done? What has AOP done besides take L's, bro? And if you're gonna hire some guns to take out Bronson Reed, don't you think you need some muscle?
I mean, AOP is muscle. Those some big dudes. I mean, yeah, they did get a little bit of a squash with Odyssey Jones, kind of handling both of them at the
Yeah.
same time. But
And Brian that's not here. I don't know if you remember AOP challenge for the WWE Raw Tag Team titles, and Miz, after a 15-minute match, the Miz won the match via roll up. That's one of the most devastating moves in all sports entertainment, and that's
yeah,
what Brian loves. He likes unpredictable roll ups, right, Brian?
I'm triggered.
Yeah, you
I
know
need I need to pay more attention to those background segments because they do kind of
they
just
do. They sneak up on you.
yeah, I don't really catch those. Like I didn't know the Miz was in the background with Karrion Cross. I don't know if chat saw that, but I definitely missed that.
Yeah, yeah.
What
It
about
would
those triple threat matches? Dom's in one next week.
Diamonds in one next week with Dragon Lee and Ilja Dragunov. That's gonna be a fucking banger, bro. I've said it before on this pod, and I'll say it again. One of my favorite matches from Dominic Mysterio is the one he had against Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw. Absolutely fucking banger, bro.
They definitely
Um,
know how to work with each other.
yes,
Pause.
yes. Yeah, that was gonna be a good match. But after that, we get Drew McIntyre on the mic on the pipe bowl. And is he giving you? Is Drew McIntyre giving you like CM Punk vibes, like the rebellious, the voice of the voiceless, the anti McMahon, anti establishment type of guy? You remember CM Punk when he was becoming that rebellious against Vince McMahon?
Yeah. This is like 2013 Punk coming into
Yeah.
2014. Um, I don't see him that way just because it's Punk who he's going against, but
Mm,
Punk did turn into being that other guy.
yeah.
He's definitely a fan favorite. I mean, he still gets his name chanted anywhere and everywhere, even in different companies.
Yup. In different
Uh,
countries.
but they're also doing something different that most people haven't done yet, and that's doing their trash talk online. Uh,
Yes.
CM Punk was live while after he came out under the ring,
Yes.
and it's something that's new because not that many superstars try it or try to
Hmm.
do it. So I feel like they're trying to do a whole new thing, and it's working
Hmm.
for me because I mean, where do you spend most of your time at? On
That is
Instagram,
true.
on Facebook, on YouTube. So this is a way to kind of get people to be more involved in that match. I mean, according to chat, everybody likes to talk about that damn bracelet.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I like it. I think Drew is on his own. He's definitely grown from who he used to be.
Yes.
I hated Drew McIntyre. He did not do anything for me. I mean, he was in the 3-man band.
Yes, he was in that faction 3-man band, got fired, reinvented himself, and Vince McMahon hired him back. Yeah, that was I was a little upset with Drew McIntyre left, but I'm glad he's back because he is doing phenomenal work, especially with CM Punk. Um, yeah, man, this Drew McIntyre, I hated that sword. Oh, this is from the Loch Ness monster.
Mm.
That
This
Vince
is
took,
this
man.
this is more Triple H Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
very heelish, but also very, to the fans. Because he basically says that these are his people, not CM Punk's people.
Yep.
But and the way that I say like very Triple H is that Triple H flex between being a fan favorite to being hated by everybody. Like DX Triple H was loved. He
Mm-hmm.
did it for the people.
Yep.
It was a goofy gimmick in a way, but he did it for the people. It was nostalgic to people. Drew is trying to kind of emulate something like that where he's
Mm,
fighting for the people because he says these fans are for him in a
yep.
way. Yeah.
And seeing CM Punk is known to be a big C in the locker room.
Uh, I mean, he's just got strong character.
Yeah, that's true.
Very strong character. He is very old fashioned, very stubborn. He's definitely get off my lawn type of guy.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's all to make money, right? If you can't make money with your coworkers, then why are you working there, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I like how they're doing the bull rope strap match. It's gonna be very hard hitting,
Hmm.
very close match because they can only go so far apart.
Yeah.
I I hope a lot of it doesn't just stay in the ring. I hope a lot of it comes out to the outside.
I hope a lot of it. I hope the match turns out the way the promos are going. Both of these men are telling each other like, "Oh, I wanna mess you up. I wanna put you in a pool of your own blood." And I didn't see that in the first match, but hopefully this match we can see that at Bash of Berlin because I'm tuning in for that one. I'm gonna be out. I can't say where I'm gonna be. Could be at my job. I could not be, but I'm gonna be working.
No self-incriminating. No
Yep.
self-incriminating here.
Yep. Nope. 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 I'll be watching regardless, and we'll be live immediately after Bash at Berlin. So tune in
Oh,
to
I'll be
Trigger
watching.
Wrestling.
I'll be watching at my own location.
Yep.
May or may not be of employment, but I will be watching.
Facts. Facts. Um,
Uh,
this next promo by Randy Orton, man.
wait. We're skipping that triple threat match.
Oh yeah, you're right, bro. That triple threat match. Jay Uso, Xavier Woods, and Kieran Cross. Jay Uso was definitely coming out on top. He is a fan favorite. He did call out Braun Breaker last week, but this match was entertaining in my opinion. I may not be a fan
Mhm.
of Xavier Woods or Kieran Cross, but this match was entertaining. What do you think about it?
Uh, I mean, it was a predictable win for Jey Uso. But not to take away from Karrion Cross because he's been coming up. Promo skills are great. He's emulating a lot of Jesse the Body.
Yeah.
He's definitely emulating a lot the way he talks. He's more of a old school guy for people. I don't know if chat agrees with me or not, but he definitely embodies somebody that is an early 80s, late 90s type or early 90s type of guy.
Yeah.
He has the look, he has that slow talk. He definitely did have a chance to win it. I didn't see Kofi winning it. Yeah, as much as I like Kofi and the way that he moves and he wrestles, I did not see him in there. So for me, it was between Karrion and Jay, but ultimately Jay was supposed to come out on top. But I don't think he's winning the title either.
You don't think so?
I do not think so.
Oh,
I think Jey Uso is one of those guys that doesn't need a title to be a star.
no, bro. Uh,
And that goes to I believe was it you that told me that Rikishi had something to say about that?
oh yes, Rikishi, man. Rikishi has been making some waves on social media through his podcast, Off the Top Rope. I believe that's what his podcast is named. No free ads here. Um, but yeah, he's not a fan of the social media between Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley. Um, Mainly because I think Rikishi is it's getting a little too personal. He basically said like, what do you guys expect my son to do? Like, you guys want him to make out, have a love storyline or something? And Rikishi is pretty much looking out for his son. But at the same time, he has two other kids on the roster. One of them who is a wannabe tribal chief, and the other one he completely forgot about. Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy
Uh,
don't have that star power Jay does. But I mean,
it's true.
I think that's very hypocritical of Rikishi. In my opinion, he's very hypocritical for that because look at what era he was wrestling in. Look at the things he was doing. Like he wasn't putting his ass in certain girls' faces doing the stuff. I
That is
mean,
true. I also think he just wants his son to be the world champion, which I mean every father um, wants their son to be. I mean, Iron Claw was a movie based off that. But again, it's like you said, Jey Uso doesn't need a title, and in my opinion, if he's gonna get a world title, he needs to get a mid card title first, and that's what he's aiming for.
I mean, look at LA Knight. He barely got his first singles championship.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
Yeah.
The universe was up in arms for him to get the title. And to be fair, they did kind of dim him down. They watered him down. Like he's over, but he's not as over as he was last year. Last year, anywhere he went, and
yeah, late night. Yeah, he won the key of the city in his own town. Yeah, he is over as hell, bro. He was the new kid on the block before Joe Hendry came in. Before the Joe Hendry hype, it was the LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can't get that song out of your head.
I say it at work, man. I'll be at work, and out of nowhere, they'll tell me, "Hey, man, go grab this." Yeah. You gotta follow it up. You gotta follow it up.
Yeah. And we're talking about Rikishi, a legend in the game, and then this next segment, Randy Orton, man, this hit home, bro. This hit home because I mean we grew up watching Randy Orton, me and you, Brian as well, and although we know Randy Orton has no chance against Gunther, he might, but he's most likely not doesn't have a chance. It hit home because Randy Orton, that's the World Heavyweight Championship, was the first title he won as a kid. He won his first WWE contract at 19 years of age. He won the title at what, 21, 23?
I believe he was 24.
Oh, Brock Lesnar was 23. 24.
Yeah. But Brock won the WWE title, not the World Heavyweight.
Oh,
and to me, that World Heavyweight, the big gold, holds a lot more prestige because it's been through so many promotions up to this point.
Yeah.
Yes, he unified the title, but he also, that storyline where he won it, not only did he win it, but then he got betrayed by Triple H because of
Facts.
That's one of those big things for me as a kid because it was shock factor, man. I'm thinking like, oh man, he's happy he won. He's happy, like, oh yeah. And then you just see him throw that thumbs down to Batista and go,
iconic, bro, iconic, and yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Triple H betraying his protege, someone that he brought up in the business, and with Evolution, he saw the kid finally win the world title. You're thinking, oh, it's all fun and games. Evolution has the world title back in their faction.
Nope.
Damn, bro, that was, yeah, man.
That in itself was a butterfly effect because after that, once Batista, won the Royal Rumble, he did the same thing to him. Came back to bite him in the butt.
And let me ask you this, and I know a lot of people have differences when it comes to their favorite faction or the best faction. They're in their opinion. The best faction, in my opinion, is Evolution. That's because every single guy in there won the world title. Other people say DX or NWO because of merch sales and popularity. But what about you, Ricky? Who is your number one faction or your top three factions right now, or ever of all time?
That's kind of a tough one.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah, that one's a tough one. For me, I would put Evolution in my top three just because I love to hate them. I love to hate them. They definitely had that. They had everything. They had a veteran presence in Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
They had a top guy in Triple H. Mm-hmm. They had a powerhouse in Batista, and they had a young gun in Randy Orton. They had everything in there, and I hated them for it. I hated them because they won everything. They did everything that was like against the baby faces, against the good guys, and it put me in a spot where I was like, man, no one can beat these guys. Like,
facts.
Like it made you want to like watch and wait for someone to beat them. It wanted you to want someone to beat them. Oh, that's Brian's favorite right there.
Yeah, I'm laughing at the Barrio Toes. Enzo, Cos, and Carmella, man. This New York stable was. eh. But yeah, I mean, Evolution, man. I mean, you look down at the card, you're like, man, how can no babyface beat them? But then you look at who they have on their side. Like you mentioned, Ric Flair, Triple H, Batista, Randy Orton. They looked unstoppable.
They did, and they were unstoppable at one
Hmm.
point. They won everything. They had every gold.
That is true, man. And damn,
I mean, I feel like a lot of people underrate the Nexus a lot. The first Nexus, Wade Barrett's Nexus.
the
I
one that made
feel
the statement.
hmm because I mean, during my era, that when John Cena was top
Yeah,
guy, no one coming out to help him that
facts, right?
first night. Like, what?
So forget the top baby face, right?
Yeah, like they're just gonna like. Normally, you see locker rooms spilling for guys like that. Like he's got all the friends in the back. What do you mean no one's coming out to help him?
Right, right. Yeah,
Uh,
they made a statement. A few people got fired because of that, but then they got rehired and they became world
yeah.
heavyweight champions.
And then I never remember the name of Kurt Angle's faction when he was the GM of SmackDown, when he was in the wheelchair when Big Show threw him off the top.
Oh, I think those were the dark years where I didn't watch
Uh,
WWE, bro.
it was no, this is early 2000s, man. This is I want to say it was 08,
Oh
07,
yeah,
08. Yeah.
that's when I stopped watching WWE
Yeah.
around that time.
Yeah, dude, he was the general manager of SmackDown, and he was making all kinds of moves. Big Show felt like he got betrayed. It no, actually, I lied. It was sooner than that because Eddie was still alive for those. Eddie was still around. I want
Oh
to say it was
yes,
2004 then, 2004, because I remember Big Show throwing off Kurt Angle because Eddie had a lot
oh
of
yes,
matches with Luther Reigns.
yeah,
That that kind of stuck out a lot to me too. And Straight Edge Society, CM Punk's
yes.
faction. That one. I mean, I was a big hater, bro. As a kid, I was a big
The
hater
CM
because
Punk
I,
hater.
I just I just wanted people to beat him. I did.
Yeah,
I was always for the good guy. And then you get older, and then you realize, man, these guys were cool.
yeah, yeah. They were cool. Now you back then you were like, man, these guys are losers. They can't win fair. Now you're like, hmm,
I see
they
why
were
you
actually
did that.
good. Yeah,
I see why you did that.
yeah.
I was unfamiliar with your game. Word to Shaq.
Facts, facts. And moving on, someone that wasn't familiar with Bronson Reed's history of being a beast, Paul Triple H, he finally booked him correctly, man. It only took a year, and I'm not gonna hate on this, but it did took a year. Let's be real with that.
Yeah.
But at least he reinvented Bronson Reed, and it's working. I mean, he's taking out Seth Rollins, took out R-Truth, took out Miz. Now he took out Braun Strowman in a good match, I should say. I thought it was going to be a slow paced match, looking at how big these men are. But no, they surprised me. They moved, bro. I thought I was watching an AEW match.
I thought I was watching Big Show versus Brock Lesnar all over again. I was waiting
Yeah,
for that ring to collapse.
same, yeah. And then I don't know if you saw when Bronson Reed was going to go for a tsunami splash. Braun Strowman grabbed him from the top rope and launched him to the other side of the ring. That's when I thought the ring was going to collapse.
I didn't know he was what is he? He's I don't want to miss say it, but he's Samoan?
More,
Bronson Reed?
Bronson
Bronson
Reed
Reed?
is from Australia, New Zealand, Australia, I think.
No,
Um,
I believe he's got some Samoan because
he
he's
could
got tribal tattoos.
he could be from the Maori tribe from New Zealand.
Okay, I didn't know that because I know he's some type of
Some,
Samoan. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
yeah, but it was a great match, and as we said earlier, it was a meat match, but the little firework in the car, little minor thing, but it was still a great introduction, a great meat match. I mean, Braun Strowman has been absent from WWE TV, but this one, it made us remember Braun Strowman is still a big guy, and Bronson Reed is a powerhouse.
Who was the last match that went backstage like that? That had objects, had
Mm,
people coming in the backstage and getting tossed around.
that I can think of, no. I just seen I remember the Bloodline and the Judgment Day attacking people backstage, but nah, a match like this we haven't seen in a long time. That used to be a regular in the Attitude Era. Remember?
Yeah. I mean, John Cena and Eddie had one. They
Yeah.
had one in that parking lot brawl where they were just surrounded by cars,
Mm-hmm.
getting
Yeah.
tossed around into windshields, real glass.
Yeah. Ha-ha. Yeah, and then AEW has not disappointed in parking lot matches. I think this match deserves a parking lot match or an ambulance match or something. But
Uh,
the second one, it needs to be a good match, a stipulation type of match,
a street fight, something. So
something. But yeah, and
we
then we
got
talk
that Braun Breaker promo after that, right?
Braun Breaking promo. Yeah, pretty much told Jay, hey man, leave my name out of your mouth because there hasn't been a member of your family to be the member of my family. And this is where I think WWE is going to pull the trigger on Jey Uso, and Jey Uso is going to beat Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's happening, and it's going to be a surprise because if you notice, Braun Breaker was fighting on a weekly basis, or at least beating people up. Now he's just on backstage chilling. In my opinion, I think he kind of sat back a little bit. And he's like, "All right, cool. I got the title. Nobody's messing with me."
Mm-hmm.
And he underestimated Braun Breaker underestimated Sami Zayn their first match, and I think he's gonna underestimate Jey Uso, and that's what's gonna bite him in the ass.
I think the same thing. Jey Uso, like I said, he doesn't need a title to be a star, but it doesn't hurt to have one.
Yeah,
He has been chasing it. He has lost, what is it, two or three times already for the IC title.
yes,
I just feel like maybe it is time, but then at the same time, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it, but it is gonna hurt him a little more to lose to Braun Breaker. But who else are you gonna feed to Braun Breaker?
that is true. And even if Jey Uso wins, you can still, the first, or let's say, when Braun Breaker first lost against Sami Zayn, he blamed it on, oh, I thought you were just a slob. I didn't take you seriously, and you caught me off guard.
Yeah.
He could say the same thing too, because right now, Braun Breaker's not wrestling. He's just doing backstage promos, and he could just be chilling. He could come out with the same excuse. I wouldn't be upset.
He could come out with the "I got comfortable."
Yeah, I got comfortable. I got caught lacking. I got caught sleeping, and then just you can start a feud with that. I'd like to see a mid card feud. We used
Would
to get
this
those back in the Attitude Era.
would this be his first title defense since beating Sammy?
Yes, I think.
I don't know. You think they'll make him a transitional champion like that? I mean, Gunther did make him more prestigious. I mean, back in the Attitude Era days, they did change titles like underwear.
That is true. They did.
And I mean, it does give the title more meaning because it's like, oh, this guy has it. No, now this guy has it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna keep it is the thing. Like, who's gonna try to keep it as long as Gunther?
It's true. See, I would like. I'm not a fan of lengthy title reigns because then it doesn't. I mean, look at Cody right now. There's no true heel to fight for him to fight.
I mean, he's fighting Kevin Owens, his friend.
Yeah, and it's not because of a story. It's just like, hey, Kevin Owens, you're my friend. I respect you. Here's a title shot, bro. Here.
I think the only way that match works is if it ends in a no contest with interference from the bloodline, where Solo's mad that he hasn't won it or he didn't win it, and he wants to make a statement off of it. That's how I feel they need to book that. I hope they book it that way because if not, I mean, Cody's beating Kevin. He's not losing that to Kevin.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, I hope that kind of builds up into that bloodline. And again, we might see another Roman appearance just so Cody feels like, wait, are you here to help me or are you helping yourself?
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be the whole the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't thought that far, but it could be on. It could be on the storyboard. It could be on the storyboard.
I would hope so. I would hope so. They do something like that. Where I mean, Cody could pick up the win. and then they're shaking hands and then they get attacked,
Yeah.
something like that. But I mean, I still would feel much better with a no contest, and they do this whole thing where they build up to something else. I mean, what comes after Bash of Berlin? It should be Survivor Series, right?
I believe so. If not, it should be a crown jewel, right? Let me look it up real quick.
Oh no, Survivor Series is November.
I don't know, man. Where's Bill Nance, bro? He's usually the AEW or WWE encyclopedia.
Yeah,
Now we got
I know there's something else. Something else comes up. I know that. But I mean, they could build something up towards Survivor Series where it's like instead of having brand versus brand, they can do the whole bloodline versus bloodline, but it could all build up in that match itself.
yeah, it's true. No PLEs have been announced since Bash of Berlin. Clash at the Castle was the previous one, and then
We're in September,
yeah.
so we're rounding September. I believe Crown Jewel might be the one that you're next. That would be next.
Yeah, Crown Jewel, I believe. Oh, speaking since we're on the topic of Crown Jewels is gonna be on November 2nd, and WWE is gonna tape Monday Night Raw from Saudi Arabia, bro. And I want to bring this up because we all know the history of CM Punk and Saudi Arabia. We all remember the infamous tweet he sent to The Miz. So how do you feel about that? Someone like CM Punk was very outspoken on what he believes. May possibly work at Saudi Arabia show.
This one's a tough one, man. This is one of those things where your old tweets come back and bite you. But I mean,
I said it because I'm an AEW fan. I'm a CM Punk fan, but I'm a mark. I'm an AEW mark. And if I gotta roast CM Punk to make the company look good that I like, I can roast him.
It's not his company no more.
That's true.
Word to Bryan.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I see a lot of people coming for his throat for that because they're gonna tell him, hey man, what happened to not working Saudi? What happened to working Saudi? But I mean, hey man, you signed the contract. The contract's gonna make you work where you gotta work.
Yep. And CM Punk also had a lot to say about that company WWE partners up when it comes to breast C awareness. He had a lot to say about that as well. So
he might not work. He might pull the Logan Paul.
Yeah, he might just ignore it. He might just say that was back then. I don't know, man. But I mean, a lot of stuff is gonna come back to CM Punk, bro.
CM Punk's gonna have prior obligations that he's got to attend to during that pay-per-view.
And someone once told me, "Whatever comes around, comes around."
Goes around, comes around.
2 with the number 2. That's what they said. The number 2.
What?
Yep. That's what they tweeted.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've never heard that one.
He said, "Whatever comes around, goes around." 2. That one was Conan.
2.
Booker of AAA. And good friend of Barrio Toys, man, because Barrio Toys. I know you've been to the Barrio. You met Temo, the owner there. He is, man, an outstanding man. And we talked about him bringing in, or actually Taqueria Guadalajara, a.k.a. Noel Hernandez, is bringing Psycho Clown to the store on
September
8th. But Barrio Toys is also bringing in Melina September 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. Everybody can get their tickets and online and in store. You can grab them now. Also coming into the Barrio on September 28th is Sam Adonis. Some people know him as Corey Graves' brother. Some people know him from his Mexico work as a big heel, American heel. Going to be a lot. Barrio's going to be a lot of busy on September.
Month of September.
He's also working on some other personnel that he wants to bring in, but I shall not say it here because it's still a secret and it's still an ongoing contract.
Yes.
But I believe. That's all I'm going to say.
So for all your great meet and greet needs,
yes, Bill Nance, Yeah, Bill Nance, if you're still here, bro, send us a DM, man. We can get you an autograph or anything. We'll ship it out, whatever. Just remember to hit that like button, subscribe, hit Barrio Toys, subscribe on all the channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Uh,
Speaking of believe,
mhm.
Uncle Howdy made his in-ring debut.
Yes, he did a lot. I posted. I don't know if you saw. I made that post early Tuesday, and I asked fans what was their honest opinion on Uncle Hottie's debut, and some fans are more focused on the mask and the fake hair, and I'm like, really? Those are the last two things that you should be worried about. You
Mm,
should be worried about his character work in the ring, his ring skills, and how he works a match with somebody else. In my opinion, I think he did really good. Whether he could see or not out of the mask, I don't know, but he did good, very good. I saw some Bray Wyatt in him.
I was just about to say that.
Good little tributes out there, but I mean, no complaints here. The introduction from the White Six a few weeks back was great. The introduction from Uncle Howdy this week was also great. I like this faction. I like it, and with WWE going out to Netflix next year, I think this is going to be their top faction going out to Netflix and making WWE more into a show-based program. Um, I'll be tuning in on Monday nights on Netflix.
This is one of those like very gimmicky factions that they have. You
Mhm.
know, I believe this is where they're headed towards. I don't know if you remember ever seeing what was the Undertaker's faction. Um, you're muted. You're muted.
The Ministry of Darkness.
There we go. I could not
Yes.
remember the name. Uh, but I mean, it leans more towards that type of,
Mhm.
um, there's that, then the Brood. I mean, they had vampires at one point and
Mhm.
underlord or underworld lords. I don't. I see a lot of things online where it's like, what is this? This isn't wrestling. Like, what is this? But people forget those factions existed.
Yeah.
I mean, some people might not have been around for them, but if you go back and go through the old libraries, if you watch 90 94
Yeah.
WWF, that was there. That
Yeah.
was there. 95, that was there. I
Yeah.
had to go back and find it back when WWE had the app, and that's when I first kind of like went through the rabbit hole of going all the way back.
Yeah.
But older fans, I believe, should enjoy the Wyatt Six
Yeah.
just because it should give you back some taste of that type of faction.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. And then this is what I always say, man. If I like something back in the day, no matter the times change or whatever, different characters, different wrestling style, and if they bring the similar stuff back now, I'll be a fan of it. Look at Dominic Mysterio doing reliving his father's gimmick, Eddie Guerrero. Phenomenal. Could you have done that gimmick with somebody else? No, it had to
Mm,
be Dominic Mysterio.
yeah,
Um, and then with all the technology we have nowadays, the production value of WWE, you can make those vignettes and backstage segments look a lot better. Um, I'm sure if The Undertaker and the Ministry of Darkness was around back in the day, they would have had some top notch production to the segments and vignettes. Same with The Brood. Um, but yeah, this Netflix deal, man, I think a lot of fans are thinking it's going to go towards the TV show base, kind of like Triple H said.
yeah, yeah. Well, I
And
mean, they're gonna have Netflix money. They're not gonna have to worry about sponsors, ads. I mean, they could add commercials like for the
yeah,
things that they do have, prior obligations
like
with.
Slim Jim, C4, Prime, stuff,
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
but they can plug that in the show. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it could be some guy in the background walk around with a C4 can and use it to crush on someone's face. The
But this,
possibilities are endless,
I, I, I was thinking, yeah.
Uh,
The reason why I laughed, you remember that episode of WCW where we saw the infamous Goldberg eats corn the long way?
Oh,
Right before that, you saw two guys with a big ass like long sign, and they had like a name of a website, plugging their own website. Maybe they could do something similar.
yeah. I mean, and I wonder how this affects those signs now. people, I don't really remember when I went to the Raw show in San Antonio.
Mhm.
I don't remember anybody screening for posters.
Mm.
So
Ooh, okay.
posters could be vulgar again.
Yeah.
I remember seeing I Like It Raw on Monday nights, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are endless because I mean, it could go to a TVMA rating, and you
Yeah,
don't have
that's true.
it could not cater to the kids anymore. I mean, it changes a lot of the ways how some guys do present their characters.
Yeah. And I didn't really watch Monday Night Raw back in the day. I started watching WWE back in the Attitude Era, but I had to watch it sneakily, obviously because
Mhm,
it's the Attitude Era,
mhm.
and because it came out really late at night. And we live in the West Coast, so it started at what 9 p.m. and it ended at
Yeah.
11:07 p.m. So that time right there, that was already I couldn't stay up that late.
Yeah,
Um,
I was living in California during that time, man, and I had to sneak it too past 11. I remember getting in trouble for staying up past 10, like on a school night. Like, what are you doing up?
mhm.
But it
And
was
if
worth it. It was worth it.
it was, and if it does go to that TVMA, I mean, they're still gonna have some things for the kids, like the New Day and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I mean, it works for them. They're gonna be off cable TV. They're gonna go to a streaming service, and no more censorships.
Not entirely though. SmackDown is moving to USA,
That is, yeah, you're right.
so
Only
I
Raw.
believe SmackDown is going to be the kid-friendly show. SmackDown is what's going to
There you
cater
go.
to kids, and that's why I think Cody Rhodes is the champion there.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, that because I've always been a fan of SmackDown, and again, that's because I didn't have cable. I used to watch it on UPN. It
Same.
was Thursdays. It went on at 8. It ended at 10. I just like that there was more matches, and less talking.
Yeah.
But now it's the other way around. Now Monday Night Raw is truly the A show, um, and that's because we're getting older. We're seeing more matches, more adult-based content, I should say.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I,
I,
I wouldn't mind that. Keep them separately. Keep Monday Night Raw, TVMA. Keep SmackDown kid friendly. Best of both worlds, bro.
maybe that's why this draft didn't really affect anything.
This draft. Don't get me started on the draft.
I know the draft was your favorite episode of this
The
year,
draft
Adrian.
was my favorite episode. I had to lower my standards to enjoy the draft that was gonna change the game.
And it
Um,
somewhat did. It somewhat did. I mean,
yeah, I'll be honest, it somewhat did. Um,
I feel like
I-
Raw's still. I think they're gonna do one more draft as soon as that Netflix deal comes, and whoever's gonna be a vulgar character is going to Raw.
that is true.
Like I said, that USA contract isn't up for WWE. They're just not gonna have Raw on there. They're gonna have SmackDown on there, and I do think eventually. I mean, streaming platforms is where it's at right now, and not a lot of people have
Facts,
cable anymore.
facts. I don't have cable. I have Hulu TV. I know some people have YouTube TV or stuff like that. But yeah, obviously, we're getting to the end of the show. We'll a few more topics I want to talk about.
All right.
Lucha Bros, man, Lucha Bros. They're still a hot topic. We talked about them throughout the show. Where, if they were to go to WWE and you had a draft, where would you put them right now? Monday Night Raw or SmackDown? And if you were to put them in either on a show, who would you have them feud with first?
I'd put them on Raw. I'd put them on Raw, just because there's a lot of potential matches already there for them.
Yeah,
They could, I mean, they wouldn't be bad on SmackDown either, but it just depends where they want, what they want to elevate.
true.
They're If they're going to WWE, they're getting paid because of their star value.
Yeah,
If say they could even go to NXT and bump that show up,
oh,
they
shit,
could.
right? They
They could.
could.
They could. But
They
at
could.
what level they're at, they're meant for the main roster, not developmental.
No.
I would put them on Raw, and I want them to be heels. I've said this already. I I would want them to go in and give the LWO a run for their money. They're already used to lose the World Order, unfortunately. But I mean, heel luchadors is what's needed, man. And they also can work a different style outside of lucha libre, man. And matches with the Young Bucks say that, they're hard hitting. They have particular moves that can be done on anybody, not just specific guys. They're not. They say they're flippy floppy. They're not. They can do those moves, but they also can do more than that.
Yeah.
Also, I could see them teaming up with Dom. Can you imagine seeing, like, say the LWO catches Dom by himself, and then boom, out of nowhere, he's got these two luchadors with him.
That is true. Dominic Mysterio was bringing in random ass people to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. I mean, we saw Andrade at one point. We saw Santos Escobar. I don't know who brought Carlito in. Oh, he brought Carlito?
He brought Carlito.
There you go. You could have Dominic trying to introduce new people to the faction.
And like I said,
right there.
Right now, are they outnumbered? No, they're not outnumbered, right? No.
Bro, the legend Tonga Lord. Of course, somebody had to bring him on. Honestly, I would not mind watching a Lucha Bros versus Guerrilla of Destiny. That's the name of the faction, right? New Japan? Guerrilla of Destiny? DOJ? Tamatanga and Tangaloa?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so.
God, yeah. Guerrillas. Yeah. I wouldn't mind watching that, but since we're on that topic, I mean, I would like a Lucha Bros Dominic Mysterio partnership, but
if they were to go to SmackDown, I would have them do their own thing, man, and put the tag teams on notice. SmackDown has the better tag-looking titles.
Yep, and like I said, and SmackDown is the show with the least promos too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to have them talk. Just have them let them do the wrestling. Wrestling do the talking, bro. Yep. Sean said, "Yep." God. I wouldn't like if the Lucha Bros have a feud with Andrade. That's the only thing I'm worried about. It didn't work in AEW. Take me to your boss. I want to talk to your boss, bro. Take me. Never mind.
You know how hard it is. It's like you're at a Home Depot parking lot and you're trying to communicate with some guys, bro. That's what I felt like watching them go at it. I was like, okay, like this isn't making anybody look good. It just shows the language barrier here.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help them. They do need a good mouthpiece though. I mean, I like Alex Abrahantes, but he doesn't do anything for them. You can't take that guy serious. I mean,
he's a hype man cheerleader.
Yeah, he was worse than Spike Dudley.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Selena Vega with the Lucha Bros. She has that beachy type of look, that chick from the Bronx. She can fight, and she can talk on the mic. I wouldn't mind Selena Vega with the Lucha Bros.
I wouldn't mind them not speaking at all either. Like just have someone come out with them just to, kind of like them whisper in their ear and, be mysterious type, and then hopefully, once they get past that language barrier, they do something differently with them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Phoenix has been learning some English, so maybe Phoenix can learn how to talk and be the mouthpiece for the team, but I still think they need someone with a little bit more experience.
I wouldn't mind them being Paul Heyman, guys. He's not around right now.
That is true.
But I mean, it's Paul Heyman is intertwined with that Bloodline storyline, so
they're still in the bottom of the third inning. We still have Juicy Finale, Zilla, the legend Lance Anoa'i to debut. We have Hikaleu. Rikishi still has another son. We have the Tonga twins that could still make a debut.
Yeah, it's definitely that Bloodline feud is definitely going to run its own course. It's going to have more members than the NWO, but
Yeah, more members than the NWO, bro. That's
I don't see an end to it, man. I don't. They could definitely run that for a while.
They could, and I mean, you have Roman Reigns, main event Jey Uso, who still needs a shot at the main event title. Yeah, anything can happen with the Bloodline, man. The Rock still needs to make a comeback, and let me ask you this: since we're getting ready to finish off the show. If The Rock comes back, or when he comes back, do you think he deserves the title, the WWE title? Yes, no.
Last words he told Cody Rhodes, I'm coming back for that. And he could. But also keep in mind 2025 is the year of the John Cena retirement tour.
Yes.
There is some unfinished business there. There was a stare down between them at WrestleMania. There's a lot of history there that still needs to, kind of get finished there. So I could see
It's
him
true. That is
going for the
true.
title and John Cena coming back to ruin it for him.
Ooh. Oh, damn, I forgot about the John Cena retirement tour because he said, and I quote, he has 39 dates that he's willing to work for WWE in the year of 2025. And everybody, I'm pretty sure he has a list of people who want John Cena at WrestleMania. You have Randy Orton, you have The Miz, The Rock,
You have Punk, you have AJ Styles.
Styles. I'm pretty sure
There's
Drew
also
McIntyre wants to jump on the opportunity as well.
so I mean I kind of have that brewing in the back of my head as to he's still kind of got that bone to pick with John.
That's
so
true, bro.
if The Rock does come back, it'll probably be for Cody, but then The Rock also has that bloodline thing going on too, so he can do a lot of different things. I think he can come in and ask for that title shot because Cody did tell him, I'll be here waiting.
Yeah.
So he can definitely jump the line. It's The Rock.
Obviously,
he can jump the line.
If The Rock could change the rules mid-match, he can come in and it's like, hey, I know you're the number one contender, but you're at back of the line because I'm next.
Yeah, and like I said, if I do see him coming back, I see him going title picture first, getting screwed out of it by somebody, either someone in the bloodline so he can work the bloodline, working his way around, or he can also wrap that around Cody at some point, and then drop the title to John for his 17th title win.
Nice. So that is it for us, guys. I am Adrian Tortu007. I'm here with my man Ricky Rod. Brian had to leave us early because it is his birthday today. He turned in 33, and he is going to a bar later on. I know Rob, one of our followers, said he recommended
going to Faces. He was going to Faces.
Yep, we will be back for a Bash at Berlin preview. I don't know when, if it's going to be probably Friday or Saturday, or we might just do a Bash at Berlin post episode, but we're willing to do a preview because I have the card. Like we said earlier, it's unpredictable, so anything can happen on that card, man.
Very, very. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with the Triggered Wrestling crew.
All right, guys. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. And most importantly, stay triggered.
Hey. Yeah. Let's see how you do.